Mary! In this video we're going to go over some things involved in knitting in the round. So I'm going to show you how to join your stitches in the round, I'm going to show you what knitting in the round looks like, and then we're going to just go over some other things. So as you can see, I have cast on all of my stitches and I am ready to join them in the round. But before I do that, there's one thing that I want to make sure of, and that is that my stitches are not twisted. What that means is that in knitting in the round, it can be very easy for your stitches to get turned around like this. Actually, now that I say that, I can't get it to mess up. But do you see how that ridge goes all the way around in a circle? That's bad because then you won't actually get a circle, you'll get kind of an ellipse. So one of the ways to kind of make sure of that is to just look at this ridge and just try to make sure that the ridge stays on the inside so you can kind of see it. And when you're working with really new knitting needles like I am right now, really new circular needles, they're very, very springy, so it can be difficult to get these to stay put. But as long as there aren't any instances in which it goes all the way 360 like that, then you should be fine. Okay, so there are actually several methods of joining in the round. I'm going to show you one of the simplest ones, and I will also post a link to a website that, or a web page that shows you some other methods for how to join in the round. But I'm just going to show you the very simplest one right now. And what you're going to do is you are going to take this loop on your left needle, and you're going to, sorry, Lyra is digging in the recycling, if you can hear that. You're going to take the right needle and you are going to insert it in this stitch as if to purl it. And then you're actually just going to slip this stitch right off and onto the right needle. Then you're going to take the left stitch, or the left needle, my apologies, insert it into the front of the needle, the loop behind the one you just slipped off. You're going to insert it like that, and then you're going to pull it over. This is almost like you're binding off, if you remember that. You're going to pull it over, make sure that that stitch stays on that needle, and then you're going to tighten your ends. And you have joined your stitches in the round. And now you can just proceed. I believe the first line of directions on the cowl pattern that we're working on this month says that you knit the first round. So hang on, I'm just going to tink that because I want to show you something else. And that is one question to keep in mind is, how will I know when I've knitted an entire row? Because as you can see, this is kind of a never-ending. You're going to have a never-ending supply of stitches. You're never going to run out. And that is what this little guy is for. This is a stitch marker. These are pretty much the best thing ever. And they're very simple to use. All you do is at the beginning of your round, you plop it over the right-hand needle, and you just carry on with your knitting, and it hangs out right where that beginning of the round is. And when you knit all the way around, this guy is going to work its way around to the front of the needle, and when you get to this, you know that your round is done. So those are some of the basics of knitting in the round. There's obviously more to go over, but that is all you will need to know for this project for this month.